This is a review of my Rhino 6K HID lights. Now, when I went to get them installed, the guy suggested LED lights, which I previously had on my Dodge Ram. They wanted me, or they kept on telling me that the LED lights were just as bright. However, I have now tried 2 different LED lights, and neither of them are either anywhere near as close to these HID lights. So I've had these lights on for about a week with the canbus, and I have not had any issues so far. As you can see, I'm driving up the mountains right now. I'm going to turn on my high beams. That's my high beams with the HID lights on. I do not have HID high beams, these are my stock high beams. Then I'm going to turn on my off-road lights. So as you can see, my off-road lights do enhance it. Turn it off because there's that car coming. But the HID lights overall are extremely bright. I'd say there's at least 40 feet of really, really good light in front of me, and an additional 20 to 30 feet of field of vision on top of that. I'm about to start hitting fog here, which this is where it gets a little tricky. Now, HID lights, they scatter quite a bit, so it does reflect off the fog. So I am going to get some amber fog lights to go with these, or some covers for my off-road lights. One thing I will say is, since I have had these, even with my LED lights, I was still way brighter than halogen, and I would still drive faster than everyone else through fog. Like that guy that passed me earlier. There was a guy that passed me a few minutes ago. I'll probably catch up to him if this fog gets any worse, because I'm going to be driving at speed limits, while most other people with halogen lights are going to slow down to probably 10 to 15 miles under the speed limit. As you can see, even through light fog, now this is very light fog, lights are working very, very well. I am headed up a crest line. I'm going to pause it and see if I can catch some heavy fog. We'll see if it gets worse. If it does, I'll turn it back on. If not, I hope you enjoy this video, alright? So we'll see what happens. Okay, so the fog has gotten a lot worse. Probably twice as thick now. Now, it can get way worse than this. I've seen way worse fog than this, but right now, my visibility is limited to about 25 feet, which I'd say is still way better than the halogen lights, and even better than the LED lights. One problem I had with the LED lights is when I had them on, I could not see much. I'm going to turn on my defogger to make sure the window defogs. So, we will see. I'm still driving speed limit 25 to 30 feet. Field of vision is still really, really good for me to drive the speed limit. If it gets much worse, I might slow down. But still, as you can see, there is some glare. You'll notice that on the screen. You do see some glare. But overall, the HID lights are really cutting through the fog really well. So, definitely worth the money. I went with a decent brand, Rhino. There are aftermarket brands that aren't that great. People have a lot of issues with. Like I said, I've had this for over a week now. Not a single problem. Starts right up. Does great. I highly recommend that brand, but there are other brands that are good also. Let's see. I think the fog's gonna get a little bit worse. I was driving in the snow the other day, and they worked really, really well. So I'll do a video next time it snows, hopefully in the next couple weeks. I'll do a video showing how they work in the snow. All right.